Do you have many different email accounts to manage? It's quite a hassle, isn't it? I'm David Stiernholm, and this week's episode of the Struktör podcast Done is about how to gather your email inboxes in a simple way. But first, even though I'm a struktör, over these past 21 years, I have, of course, made my fair share of mistakes when my structure has failed. I share 10 of these mistakes in a quick video on the Struktör blog right now. You'll find a link there in the show notes. Nowadays, we receive messages through various channels which can make us feel scattered. Where should we look for new messages? When and how often? And how can we be sure that we haven't missed anything somewhere? It gets even worse if we have several different email addresses that we use or are responsible for. A reader of mine recently told me that she has 4 different email addresses, and keeping track of them all is a hassle. She asked me how she can make it more well-structured and easier. There are many structure details to try, but the first low-hanging fruit step is to gather all incoming emails from all accounts into one view. This means you choose which email app you want to use, add all your accounts to it, and see all your inboxes in one place, side by side. I do this with my 4 email addresses, and it works perfectly. But wait, stop. Before you try this, ask your IT department for permission. Connecting accounts, apps, and services is a sensitive operation, and the person responsible for IT security may see risks that neither you nor I are aware of. That said, if you get the green light, this simple consolidation of email flow will quickly bring you relief and a bit more peace of mind, and peace of work too, for that matter. Do this. First, decide which app you want to use to see all your emails. Choose the one that's most accessible to you. Then, add your accounts to it. How? Well, it depends on which app you choose. In the show notes, you'll find links to instructions for the 3 common ones that are Outlook, Mail for macOS, and Gmail. Familiarize yourself with your new overview. See if you want to see emails from all accounts at once or prefer to look at one account at a time, but easily in one place without switching apps. Because if you combine your email flows into one view, you won't have to switch between different apps, computers, and logins constantly. With a quick glance, when it suits you, you can see if there's anything you need to handle or if you are free to focus on your top priority task right now. You have one less place to monitor, email management becomes a bit easier. You who cannot add multiple external accounts to Outlook, for instance, but still have several addresses to manage, how do you do it in a structured way? Email me at david@stiernholm.com, which is my main most frequent address. I'm curious to hear about your clever trick. Thank you for today, and see you again next week.